Today's my lecture topic is different types of turbocharger. There are 6 types of turbochargers available. One is single turbo, twin scroll turbo, variable geometry turbo, variable twin scroll turbo, and electric turbo. First one is single turbo. The single turbochargers alone have limitless variability. Differing the compressor wheel size and the turbine will lead to completely different torque characteristics. Large turbos will bring on high top end power, but smaller turbos will provide better low end grunt as they spool faster. There are also ball bearing and joint bearing in single turbos. The advantages of single turbo are cost effective of increasing an engine's power and efficiency. Simple, generally and easiest of the turbocharging options to install, allows for using smaller engines to produce the same power as large in accelerator, which can often remove weight. Disadvantage of the single turbo are single turbos tends to have a fairly narrow effective RPM range. This makes sizing an issue as you will have to choose between good low end torque or better high end power. Turbo response may not be as quick as alternative turbo. In case of twin turbo, just like the single turbochargers, there are plenty of options while using the twin turbochargers. You would have a single turbocharger for each cylinder bank, like V6 and V8 engines. Alternatively, a single turbocharger could be used for low RPM and bypass to a larger turbocharger for high RPM. You could even have two similarly sized turbos where one is used at low RPM and both are used at high RPM. On the BMW X5 and X6 engine, twin scroll turbos are used, one of each in V8. The advantages of twin scroll turbochargers are parallel twin turbos on V-shaped engines. The benefits are very similar to single turbo setups. For sequential turbos are using one turbo at low RPM and both at high RPM. This allows for a much wider and flatter torque curve. Third one is better low end torque, but the power won't taper at high RPM like with a small single turbo. The disadvantages of twin turbos are cost and complexity, as you have nearly double the turbo components. There are lighter, more efficient ways of achieving similar results. Next one is variable geometry turbocharger. In variable geometry turbocharger, perhaps one of the most exceptional forms of turbocharging, VGTs are limited in production as a result of cost and exotic material requirements. Internal vents within the turbocharger alter the area to radius ratio to match the RPM. At low RPM, a low air-fuel ratio is required to increase exhaust gas velocity and quickly spool up the turbocharger. As the revolution climbs, the A/R ratio increases to allow for increased airflow. The result is low turbo lag, a low boost threshold, and a wide and smooth torque band. The advantages of VGT. VGT means variable geometry turbochargers. The advantages are wide flag torque curve, effective turbocharging at a very wide RPM range, requires just a single turbo, simplifying a sequential turbo setup into something more compact. The disadvantages of VGT. Disadvantages of VGT are typically only used in diesel applications where exhaust gases are lower, so the vents will not be damaged by heat. The second point is for gasoline applications, cost typically keeps them out as exotic metals have to be used in order to maintain reliability. The third disadvantage of the variable geometry turbocharger is the technology has been used on the Porsche 997, though very few VGT gasoline engines exists as a result on the cost associated. These are the disadvantages of the VGTs, that is variable geometry turbochargers.